Hey,
We're offline.
Yeah,
shoot, sorry.
I just dropped a whole bunch of streams.
Oops.
So we should come back here in a minute.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna
slight
quickly get
interruption. I'm not
some
sure.
whiskey then.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
get some
sorry
more
if I'm
whiskey.
like over rambling.
Oh no, you're not over rambling. I'm dropping frames. So apologies out there to
We're
the
back!
audience.
Yay!
Well, we're back, kind of. I dropped a couple. I dropped a couple packets, 806 of them to be precise. So we'll see when
That's pretty bad.
when the stream starts back up. When we get the
All right.
It
video.
looks like
Look back
I'm,
at the-
yeah, it looks like I've got video.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Hey, before we have another catastrophe, we're dropping some frames. Why don't we show
willing.
the video? I mean, it's a little bit. It's one of the longer videos we will show on the stream. It's about what 3 minutes or so.
4.5.
4.5.
Oh, do you want,
I was
you
gonna
want me to pull
scare
up the
him
link
away.
or do you?
Nope,
Or
I have
does,
it, and
you
I
have it
will
perfect?
and I will
Okay.
run it. It will mute us unless you want to talk through it. I don't know.
Oh no, that's fine.
All right, let's go right to it, guys. No. It looks like maybe a patch to Twitch messed something up here. Let me know if there's sound now. Nope. I got no sound on the video itself.
I'm watching. I don't hear it.
Nope. I'm gonna do it a different way, guys.
You fucked up.
I did.
Fine. No one knows the chant.
Sorry, guys. A little technical difficulty there.
Technical difficulties.
This is where we'll work it on the fly. How about that?
What we should do is make the sound effects for the video as we watch the video.
We could.
Unfortunately, there is a delay,
There is a little bit of a delay.
so it'd be very confusing to the audience. And I think that would be awesome.
Apparently they have sound.
They have sound?
Hear us.
Yeah, they can hear us now. I turned it back on.
That's
I
on
turned it
purpose.
back on so that they could hear us because the video didn't have sound that I pulled down. And we're going to try and do it this way. That didn't really work.
Why are people liking my tweets from like a week ago? These are old.
There we go.
I don't know.
Here we go.
Oh.
There we go. That should work, but they will hear us. Sorry, folks.
Oh.
In
Why are we
2015,
watching,
the video game
trailer?
industry continued
Oh,
its rise as
okay.
a mainstream
It's
form
weird.
of entertainment
Let's just skip it.
by
Oh, yeah,
generating
yeah.
What have
over
you
$200
done?
billion in revenue.
It's-
This
I
success
don't
puts
know,
video games
man.
and devices that can play them literally within arm's reach of nearly everyone on the
That's
planet.
dumb.
However, what happens if you do not have the ability to hold a controller or interact with a game the way it was intended? How then do you play? To play a video game, you need to do 3 things. Move around the game space, perform actions, and do all of this in a timely manner. For most people, this comes naturally and is done without much thought, but take away some of your motor skills or sensory skills and these tasks become much harder. Most modern games are in 3-dimensional space, so players must perform actions that could be up, down, left, right, and any number of variations and combinations in between. In order for these movements to be calculated and carry out effectively requires hand and eye coordination, so the ability to see the screen and distinguish between key details on it is crucial. While doing all of this, the ability to listen to audible cues that can alert you to danger or other bits of information are important in helping you react quickly. So hearing footsteps creeping up behind you or being able to distinguish what direction something is shooting at you from can be incredibly useful, but often, like everything else, taken for granted. In recent years, a growing number of gamers with disabilities are playing more video games than ever before, thanks to advancements in technology that allow them to find workarounds to situations the rest of us don't think about. Meet Gommel Knox, aka the Accessible Gamer. In 2003, Gommel was injured in an automobile accident and is paralyzed from the chest down. While fortunate enough to have movement in his arms, he lacks finite motor skills to hold a controller or use a mouse and keyboard. Despite all of that, he streams and plays video games. Here he is to explain how.
In order to move around the video game, I use two tools. First is my infrared head tracking mouse, which is a reflective sticker that is on a clip near my forehead. It's being read by an infrared sensor next to my webcam mounted on my monitor, so that when I move my head, it sets the direction of movement by moving the mouse cursor. I can move forwards, backwards, left, and right by using a modified gamepad that I have on a tray next to my wheelchair. Now, if I want to perform any action within the game space, and if I want to do so in a timely manner, I have two tools at my disposal. The first is a sip and puff switch that I have attached to my headset. And this is little more than a long straw that is attached to a pressure switch, and that allows me to left and right mouse click, but it has limitations. It won't allow me to left and right click at the same time, and it has no option for middle clicking unless I sacrifice either the left or right. The other tool that I use is a wonderful bit of software called Voice Attack, which allows me to create macros, which are combinations of key presses that are bound to a spoken word. So if I use the word fireball, it would press whichever buttons an able-bodied person would press in order to cast the fireball spell. Using these tools, I'm able to do so in almost as timely a manner as my able-bodied counterparts.
In September of 2016, Gommel will be going to TwitchCon in San Diego to speak at a panel about accessibility issues in video games. Thanks to your support and the help of other disabled gamers, companies are paying more and more attention to these issues, which is allowing more solutions to be implemented across the board.
Well, you can't really click here to learn more. We're coming back to the main screen here.
Fair enough.
There
That
we
video
go.
is like sweet interesting, because I was always wondered how your setup works, Gommel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
super cool.
it was.
It took a bit to put together.
I would assume. I was like, I was wondering what software you used for the button clicks and stuff like that. That's just it's just interesting how you got that set up.
Yep, and I'm always looking at new. Now that I've been streaming, people have been coming to me and asking me to check out their new adaptive software, or this device, or that device. So I've actually been able to try out a few different assistive tech tools, and I'll hopefully get a chance to mention that while I'm on the panel. I do want to mention, though, and this is actually very important, and I have not had a chance to really tell anybody this. We're going to actually start taking questions for the panel. So if you have a question and you want to submit it for either myself or any of the other panelists, you use the hashtag TCDisability, and we'll pick questions to answer out of that panel, or out of that pool of tweets. So let me.
I have my hand raised because I had a question, and I just realized you can't see my hand raised because I'm not on camera tonight because I'm an idiot. Have you tried doing anything with VR yet with some of your controls?
I have not. It is something that we are looking into talking about. We probably will mention some of the more recent recent gaming um, events that have happened in the past couple months, notably VR Tech and Pokemon Go, and we'll be talking about the accessibility of both both phenomenons. Let me throw out the link to the hashtag.
McLeod just typed it, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go.
Yep.
But a link is much
So if you have
better.
any questions
Link's
that
better,
you want
yeah.
to ask, that might be more, might be better fielded by someone who is deaf or someone who had illnesses or neurological conditions. That might be, we'll find the appropriate streamer or panelist to answer it.
I am going to put a link up to both the article over on TMC as well as the video, if anybody wants to share
Thank
it
you.
or anything like that.
Oh my gosh, my cat's going insane.
Shut up, Mr. Kitty. This is my
She's-
pot pie.
She's just fat and wants food.
Right,
Actually, no,
you're
she wants to jump in my lap now. She's so fat, she can't even climb up. She just like sinks her claws into my kneecap and just
Ow.
hauls her ass up. I'm so glad I can't feel it.
You know,
You made-
I did want to.
We
I did
overthinking
want to
it.
say something that is kind of important, though. Sunday, thanks to some very, very generous, kind people, I managed to smash the $1,500 goal that I set for myself when I
All
first heard that I was going to be presenting at TwitchCon. This is a goal that I've had on my Twitch streams for probably over 3 months now. So I'm really excited to have broken that goal. And any further funds that we end up getting. Oh, Pork Butt, did you have a question, or were you just? I saw you raising
He
your
was
hand.
celebrating.
It's the
Triumph.
fist, like shitty
Fist bump.
he's doing.
he was
Sorry,
he was
my
not
bad.
protesting the national anthem. He was going, all right, come on.
I am in fact protesting the national anthem right now because I am seated in a chair.
Okay.
Therefore,
I guess we
We're not playing it.
sir, you can't hear it, but the national anthem is playing through my headset right now.
Yeah.
I might be having a stroke. Hold on.
We couldn't be that lucky. We can't hear you.
I mean,
Paul.
just
There's
like
toast in my
last-
toaster. I'm
like
not
for
having
fun.
a stroke. Not having a
Done.
stroke. There's actual toast. Okay, I'm back.
You know what? I don't know where I saw it, but you brought up toasters, so we're gonna diverge a little bit here.
Fuck.
So
What
I
am I
saw a
gonna say?
picture. I saw a picture where somebody got a new toaster at work. They got a new toaster for the work toaster, right? And somebody at work turned it around so you couldn't see the little push things for the toast, and put a post-it on it that said it's voice activated. Yeah.
Yes! That's awesome!
Oh my gosh.
I love
Well
it!
played.
So
Well
Siri,
were
played.
they
make
just like
some
were people
toast,
just like
bitch.
just yelling at it?
I don't know. I
That's
just
amazing.
It was like one of
I
those.
just thought of something. We could use the software Gamma uses to make a voice-activated toaster, and then it's not a practical joke. It's real.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fucking voice toast. Do you
So-
have to yell like "bitch muffin" or something like that and tell it to make the right kind of toast?
I don't know. I'm
gonna
dying
learn.
over here. So, Marconis, were you saying something that you were just muted on, or did?
Yeah,
were you
yeah.
trying to be-
I didn't realize I was muted, and I turned my mute off now. So I was wondering why everybody ignored me.
Oh, dude, sorry.
No, it's okay. No, so we're gonna be actually doing some stuff from TwitchCon. I'm actually going out there now. We're gonna be partying. So all of this footage that we have of Dommel already is gonna be put together in like a short documentary about people with accessibility needs doing gaming.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so, what you saw really was just something like I was working on filling the holes in this documentary and just kind of beating my head against the wall. And so, what I actually put together for the article that went out last week that we've used to talk about the issue itself was really just something I cobbled together at the last minute. But like, for the most part, we do plan on having more of an in-depth thing. Not too long. Again, like I like to keep things short and sweet. But we'll get some good footage at TwitchCon. I'll be there shooting and taking stills and whatnot. So it'll be
Cool.
a good time.
Awesome. Sounds great.
faux
I
show.
look forward to hanging out. It's going to be a really awesome time.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I always have fun whenever I hang out with you, Gommel. So it'll, I'm sure, be one to remember.
Oh yeah.
Skeptic
That's the
wants
template.
some hanging out time too, so you know.
Oh yes.
Well, and I actually have never been to California before, so I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't
Remember-
really count. I don't really count landing in San Francisco to get on a plane to Vegas because you
If
got to
there
leave
is
the
an
airport.
earthquake, the doorway thing
Well-
is not real. You're better off
Okay.
being under a good piece of furniture out in the open.
Well, I can tell
Okay.
you this week over there, any decent hotel close to the Moscone Center, right? That's San Diego, right?
I don't know.
So,
San Francisco.
Think so.
San Francisco.
Sounds right.
Yeah, it's like $3,500 a week there right now because it's
Why?
open world. Open world kills it.
wow,
Yeah, they make whole streets red carpets. It's crazy.
Nice.
that's crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
So it'll be neat to see what they do for TwitchCon there, because I assume you're in the conference center, right?
They yell
Yeah.
nerds. And then they don't. And old
Probably.
people don't understand it, and then we make
Yeah.
fun.
TwitchCon's got to be cool. It's going to be fun. I hope you have a great time, Gommel. And we're all pretty proud of you here at TMC, getting to go there, do some presenting. So represent, man. It's going to be awesome.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
Sweet.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Thank you. I look forward to representing the Imperium,
There you go, brother.
making us look good.
Well, as I die
Just remember,
over here.
shit on PL all the time.
No.
So I actually have a speaking of Imperium, we're gonna actually start doing a PlanetSide 2 night tomorrow night. You guys better come.
Ooh, Let's do
Um,
tonight.
I'm up
I
for
think
it
we're
now.
playing drunk golf. I'm pretty sure that's the problem.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We're gonna
We
be
might-
streaming PlanetSide at like 9 and
Oh.
doing like just the open platoon and playing some objectives and probably dying horribly.
Oh.
I'll have to
But,
update my PlanetSide 2 again.
We did promise
Yeah.
some people to do, warships because McLeod
Oh.
felt left out because he was downloading.
Fuck you, McLeod. Download
Oh,
that.
Hey.
What,
Stop
now
looking
I
at
can't
the
get
cloud
drunk and
bash,
play
right?
golf. I was gonna
Well,
get.
I can because I do have the game. It doesn't take like 10 years to download.
By the way, there was a download that came out today, so make sure you
Fuck.
download it.
I'll do
Yeah,
it later. I do it when I go to bed.
Okay. So what else? Any other TwitchCon things, news, anything to talk about there?
Well, I do get to meet the Matani for the first time. That's going to be pretty
Make
pretty
fun of
good.
his hair. See if the
Oh,
song is
cool.
true.
Oh, do not touch his hair.
Make fun of the hair. See
know
if
what?
The song is true.
You know
You've
what?
played Matani before, haven't you?
Needs
And,
to-
No, actually, I didn't get a chance last year because I ended up having to crash a little early, and he ended up showing up a bit late. But I'm not going to make that
Oh.
mistake this time.
You know what?
I'm
If you
going to
can,
be going all out. I'm going to basically rock it till the wheels fall off.
Nice.
so here's the deal, Marconius, Skeptic. You guys get Mittens a little drunk. We need some hair clippings and some plastic bags, and we'll give them away on the show the following week.
Oh my god, do it. That'll be
Oh, wow.
fucking amazing.
I just got fired, by the way,
man.
for saying that. So
That's all right. That's all right. Eric,
Oh,
Eric,
it's
are you
fired,
docked
though,
up in
but just a
Losec? He
little
can't get you in
repulsed.
Losec.
That will
What?
definitely bring in the crazies into the Twitch chat. I'll tell you that right now.
Fucking amazing.
if we were giving away Matani hair clippings
If you
in plastic
donate
bags, can you see
$500, you get
what
a
hap-
clipping of the Matani's hair. That's,
And by the way, and we're donating it to charity. So no,
we'll donate to Gommel so he can go to
Did he?
TwitchCon.
did he want
can
some of
flex
my
his
hair? If his past comments are true.
Maybe we could fuel the plane with his hair.
Oh, you don't
I
even
need some
need
hair.
all of hair. You need
Okay.
one hair. It'll fuel like 6 planes.
All right, we're running out of time, and we've
Okay.
got some things to talk about on your front, Scythe, about
Have a thing.
your closed alpha you were part of that you didn't invite
did.
anybody to come with you.
I
that you had-
invited everyone, and no one took me up on it. And I was playing by myself with Scrub Lords.
I hear you.
I had-
Playing
I had
by
no-
yourself. Uh-huh.
Sure.
You didn't shout hard enough or loud enough.
I shouted like
which
8
is
times.
strange for you. I find that very strange for you, but
I'm
you definitely
gonna-
didn't shout hard enough.
I felt left out. I felt uncared for. And suck it, McLeod, because you didn't get to play with me.
That does
Thank
suck,
God.
'cause the game
Thank
is-
God you didn't play with them.
The game looks amazing.
So let's be a little clear for the audience because they might be.
Yes.
I was in the closed alphas for the game For Honor. It's being made by Ubisoft. It is a medieval fighting game, and it is beautiful and intense. It is an amazing fighting system mixed with like a capture the point thing, and it's so fun. But
You I kind of feel like if you're missing your regular or sort of like your semi-regular fill of Game of Thrones because the season's ended and stuff like that,
Oh.
you kind of get it back a little bit from here.
someone who is subscribed to the Matani, because I'm pouring it money, post the link of Smiley Night because they'll understand.
Yeah.
Smiley Night. So if you like
What?
Dark Souls or you like fighting games or Muso games like Dynasty Warriors, there is something in this game for you. And what it is each team can have up to 4 players on it. Each player gets to pick a specific hero, kind of like a MOBA. You play that character throughout the fight. And you run around trying to capture points or just defeating your opponents to gain score for your team. And the fighting system has you select which direction and how to guard, and you trade blows with your opponent with swords and all kinds of horrible weapons. And the ultimate outcome is to outlast your opponents, and basically you'll come to a state which is that you're routing your opponent. You have to execute all of the enemy's player characters before they can rally, which means they capture a point before you kill them all, and it just
Literally
becomes
have to sack that
ridiculous.
city.
Yeah, and the best is you'll have it set up where both teams are routed at the same time, and it becomes down to don't die, dear God, don't die, and you're just running away hoping to cap a point when no one's paying attention and stuff. It's super intense.
Yeah, it does sound quite intense actually.
But if you like fighting games, you like just any kind of sword fighting or anything like that, it's great. The animations and stuff are very accurate to what you would expect. The knight there that he just posted a picture of is he takes that greatsword out like he's supposed to and will hammer someone in the face with the cross guard, like just take their head off with it and stuff. It is brutal.
It looks beautiful.
It is gorgeous. There's a lot of character customization. Each character has 4 skills, and you get to select between 3 skills for each slot, and each one will give you a different bonus. Like the picture of that knight there, he has one where if he kills the NPC units, like in Titanfall, there's these little scrubs running around, and you can just kill for 1 point. He'll heal. He'll get health back as he cuts them down. So if he's in the center lane, which has all the scrub units, he just is invincible. He'll just gain health as he beats the crap out of you.
Damn.
You get each player's icon is hilarious because you make your own shield, like your shield and crest, as your icon. So everyone's when you see them in game, it's like, there's that dude. What has he made? Some guy I swear to God, he made Batman. There are 5 layers, and he made Batman out of 5 image layers. I don't know how he did it.
Nice.
It
Wow.
was impressive. But yeah, there's character customization, player customization, and just so much stuff to do. The fighting system's very simple. You have 3 directions in which you tell your character to attack in with a heavy or a light blow, or you can guard break in those directions, and those combinations become even more intricate the higher level of play, and it's just great. Supposedly coming out in February of next year, and go buy it. You will not be disappointed.
Is it PC
How many different
only,
buttons are involved in the combos?
Say again?
How many different buttons, or how many different actions, I guess, are involved in the
So
combos?
you need 4 buttons, and you need both joysticks. So setting that up.
Oh, it's a dual stick?
Yeah, so one stick controls which direction you attack and guard. There is a guard break button, a dodge button, heavy attack, light attack, and then there's a lock-on. But the lock-on's not too bad. You can actually toggle it on and off. And lock-on puts you into your guard stance, or your whichever stance you chose to take in that fight. And then you say, I want to guard in this direction.
Okay.
Oh.
Right now, there are 6 characters that you can play as. There's 2 knights, 2 Vikings, and 2 samurai. Each character has a rating on how difficult they are to play, like you would expect in a MOBA. This character is extremely hard to play. This one's very easy to play for new players. One of the samurai's extremely hard character to play is essentially fights like what you would expect a ninja to, very fast dodging and counters, and it cannot hold its guard permanently like the knights can. They can keep their shield up or their sword in a guard stance the entire time. You have to know when to trigger your guard and which direction to by reading your opponent's moves. Now, reading the opponent's moves, not as hard as you might think. There's a clear indicator. You just you have to watch for when they swap, because when they swap, you have to know it's coming. Otherwise, they'll catch you unaware. And it is gorgeous. Eric, you had a question. What was up? I thought you had a question that we had talked over.
I have to unmute because my wife started talking to me. Little wife aggro there. You guys could hear that conversation, but I muted.
I could not actually. I didn't hear it.
Nope, me neither.
I was talking kind of soft. Anyhow, she came in to ask me if we were streaming because she knows I've been sick all day. I did tell her yes.
Tell her to bring you some orange juice.
Hot toddies, something. I don't know. My question was the platform. Is it PC only or is it multi-platform?
It is all next-gen consoles, so Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Okay.
And on PC, it is only through the Uplay, which is Ubisoft's version of Steam and Origin. So you'll have to get that thing.
Everyone's coming out with a new.
But at least theirs doesn't brick your shit like frickin' Origin does. Not as
Good
bad.
point. That's all right then.
But yeah, I got to play one match where I was on the team with the devs. And thank God I was not on the opposing team because I would have felt really bad about myself and about my ability to play video games. Because I swear these guys are QA or something where they've just been playing that exact game type for the last 10 years. And they were mowing through people, let's put it that way.
Wow.
But the best is I got to watch them mow through people. I'm like, oh, so that's when you're supposed to guard breaker. Oh, that's when you're supposed to do a heavy counter and stuff like that. And it's good times. But they just released a multiplayer gameplay video. I think through IGN, and go watch that if you want to get a feel for it. It's very accurate. It doesn't show how with 4-player multiplayer how hectic the fights are, but you'll get in there, and once you have the skills, you can take on 2 or 3 other player characters at the same time. You're not going to win the fight, but you will hold them off for a good minute or two until your team rallies, takes everything, and comes to save your ass. But the ultimate goal is stay together and fight as a team, because you'll see the heavy Viking barbarian and one of the knights go up against someone, and they're both just tanks. They'll sit there and just hold a guard for years and just keep blocking until the other person exhausts their character, and they just wail on them. There's a revive system where if you do not execute, and I'm throwing up air quotes that you can't see, basically you pull a finishing move off, the character can be rezzed within like 20 seconds of being killed. So in the win game state, if you don't execute your opponents and they start rezzing people, it's brutal. You just have to keep cutting through them over and over and over again. But there's only one thing I saw in the alpha so far that pissed me off, and that is no matter which map I was on, there's a Viking map, a Knights map, and a Samurai map. All of the NPCs were samurai bitches. And I'm like, where's my Viking horde and a shield wall? Where are my my knights running around in chainmail backing me up? And it didn't feel right. I was like, I know they're going to fix that for launch, but it really was disappointing when you see all these guys running around in samurai helmets and you're obviously in European-styled castles.
Yeah, as long as your NPC mechanics worked right, I wouldn't be too worried about that. I could see that being an alpha thing.
Yeah, but the NPCs are not tough. You literally hit a button and they die. But if you are fighting and you're surrounded by your NPCs and the enemy is not, they will help you. They will stun your opponent for you and slow them down and chip their health away as you just defend. And it's really fun. My favorite mechanic is, unless it's the center lane, you can knock people off of the map. Where you knock them off the side of the building. Even if they land on the ground that is still the combat zone, they die because every character is wearing plate mail and they just fall to their death from 40 feet and they can't get up. So I found a specific lane on 2 of the maps where I would just stand there and all I would do is just knock people off the map because they could not get past me if I saw them coming. I I killed the entire enemy team in about 5 seconds, and I knocked every single one of them off the side of the map.
Wow.
It's not worth as many points or experience or money, but it was funny as shit. I just lost it when I did it.
That's amazing.
But if you're like me and you're insane, you start screaming at the game like as soon as you execute your opponent or you get your butt kicked. You're just like, oh no! It's
Hey, Scythe, Diddy's asking. He's
sounds
forgotten what game we're talking about.
Talk about For Honor.
For
Honor. And I linked the trailer earlier, McLeod. Do you want to link that E3 trailer from 2015?
See if I can
I'll
find it.
post it again here.
So is there like a crafting element or like a
There
PvP
is.
element like the way Arcade does castles? Do you
There's no
can you
building.
claim land? I'm
I
sorry, go
haven't
ahead.
seen any of that. It's not really an RPG. It's more of a versus game that I've seen.
Okay,
There is
so
a
it's-
single player campaign and stuff, but it's more like a MOBA when you think of game types. They had
Okay.
they had like a 3 capture point conquest type map where it was 4 players going at it. They had a duel game type, which is each one character versus another character played by a PC. And you didn't have any of your special abilities, like you couldn't throw a smoke bomb or anything like that. And that was really fun. That's the fighting game element. And then they had like a 2-on-2 bout where you and an ally fight against 2 opponents. Each one of you is thrown in a lane against a single opponent, and the ultimate goal is get to your ally before they kill him, or vice versa, or you get killed, because you don't want to be outnumbered in this game. If you're outnumbered, you're pretty much fucked.
Wow.
The best is I would go in that 2v2 thing and carry my team, so I'd go kill my guy in like 3 seconds or whatever, help my teammate cut their guy down, and just rinse and repeat. I did see the devs. I played in a match with a dev, and the dev disengaged from his opponent and ran up beside me, and we ignored the other enemy, cut down the first guy. We're both at like no health left, but there's 2 of us just wailing on the other guy after that, and it was awesome.
Nice.
Wow.
But it's so pretty, and it plays amazingly. There's just so much fun stuff you can do in that game. That's I can see hours and hours of multiplayer just coming up.
Damn.
Yeah, it's simple enough that anyone can get into it, but you can play it hardcore like you would a fighting game, like you would expect Evo players at Street Fighter.
I mean, I really like it. I really enjoy sort of like, you know, the break from the usual kind of typical kind of games that I play, to go play a bit of like Chivalry Medieval Warfare, which is essentially what this is, but like built on even more and more. So, like, I'm gonna really enjoy playing this game.
Yeah, but I think McLeod linked that picture in that video. The armor customizations with your colors and your patterns and stuff, you can make some funny things. I found out that I can make a smiley face on my characters' helmets.
Yeah.
That specific paint job I came up with was Smiley Knight, and I would run around and say, "I will kill you with my kindness," and just brutally murder people. And if you are squeamish, do not play that game, because the executions alone are pretty brutal. Like cutting people's heads off, running a sword down people's spines. Very the losing person in that party is completely incapable of defending themselves, and you're just mowing them down.
Oh, that's good. Because the thing is, the one thing which didn't really capture in the like the videos that I've seen about it is the kind of like gory aspect of it. And I've always known that Chivalry was like actually pretty gory when it comes down to it. So I'm kind of glad that, like, you know, they're not skimping on that. So that's really cool.
And it's only really the executions that feel gory. The rest of it's just like blood spray, and you see blood leaking through their armor and dents and stuff. But do
you not really have the option once you've killed some like a player to literally just like stand there and wail on his body or something?
No, it's more or less of you have got this. If your final stroke on the opponent is a heavy hit, like a hammer blow, you have the option of executing them one of 2 ways, and each one of those ways is brutal. Most characters have a decapitation of some kind. Like one of the characters has a flail that they use and a shield, and he runs up to him. Hits them hard in the chest with the shield. They fall to their knees, and then he just swings it a couple times in a circle and just uppercuts them in the face, and their head just flies off, and it's blood everywhere. One of the fun things I noticed in that game is the Scrub Lord NPCs and the dead bodies of the players, they get trampled on because they're just falling into the lines that you're trying to run through. And the dead bodies stay
mangled
there,
us.
and they're just coated in mud and bloody footprints by the end of it. I'm like, well,
Damn.
shit. I don't think you can really see it in that one, but there's in that picture. But I know, Matt Cloud, you probably see it. There's these two little castle emblems and two swords cross. That entire area in between that and me is just dead bodies on the ground. You can see some of the arms just covered.
Jesus.
In blood. It's really brutal, but it's so fun.
Sounds like a game representation of like the Battle of the Bastards from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. You fit. If you like Game of Thrones, you'll like it.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
It's so fun. Let's put it this way: the beta ended, or the alpha ended Sunday, and I took a 30-page survey today where all I said was, why did my NPCs not turn to my armor type? And also, can I kill people more? Why did the beta end? I was like, why is this over? I need like 30 more hours of this to hold me over until next year.
That's great, man.
I will say this, though. If you do not have a controller for your PC, you're pretty fucked.
Okay.
Because the guard and attack direction is controlled by the mouse. And getting that precise is kind of wonky. Because it's more of it's a triangle shape you have to make more than an individual point. So if you leave your mouse still and aren't like slowly pushing up on it, it unguards that direction with certain characters.
My mouse is never still. That would be perfect for me then.
Oh, there we go.
It might be
There we
okay.
go.
For you. But if you're playing one of the characters who has a shield or has a permanent guard that they can keep up, it's fine. But when you play Orichi, who is a fast attack assassin counterattacker, and then then there's the the Berserker Barbarian who runs around with two axes. They can't hold a permanent guard stance. They can't keep their guard up. They have to tap into their guard. So there's certain times where you need to hold that guard and swap into it quickly, where the joystick is more precise, because it gives you. And by more precise, I mean it has a better margin for you to not fuck it up. Because getting that exact direction down with the mouse, I felt was a little difficult. There is a lock-on system that they're working on, and that's the one thing they said that they've heard a lot of people say was not as good. But other than that, it's great.
Interesting.
All right.
I'll shut up about it now, so we can talk about something else. Sorry.
I don't know if we have anything else to talk about. I don't know. Bill, if you have
everyone's
anything
talking
new and
about
interesting?
They just announced a couple hours ago that TwitchCon's party is going to be headlined by DJ Steve Aoki.
Oh.
Oh shit!
I love that guy. I have no idea who that is.
I have no idea who that is
Having
either.
sex with cakes.
Very famous DJ.
Nice.
My wife says he's a
Apparently,
very
he's a
favorite
very
DJ.
famous DJ. Yeah.
Just look up Stevie Aoki banging.
I thought for a
Long-haired
minute,
Asian DJ. Got it. Cool.
I thought for a minute, like she said, I heard his first name is DJ.
No, I heard it. He's a very famous DJ. I don't know what the hell's wrong with McLeod.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's almost 2 a.m. here, so you know.
McLeod,
That's good.
why are you not drunk? I thought all British people were drunk at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Because because it's a weekday.
Fucking
I live in the south, not the north.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So Aramis is asking when the next CCP
I am drinking
07
whiskey,
show is.
Whenever
We don't know. I don't care. I never watch that show. I like
Battle,
Guard, but I don't
Star
watch the show.
Wars.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Really?
It's
What are
been
you on
forever
about,
since
brother?
they've done that, isn't it?
It's been a while.
I'm not watching the 07 show until they have Boat on again to make fun of their SOV system while acting like it's a lot of fun.
I didn't see
awesome.
that. Did he
That's
really?
Oh, that was so
Yeah.
awesome.
Someone
Yeah.
send me a YouTube clip. I need to see
I will
this.
send it to you after the
Oh,
show.
yeah.
I will send you.
I'm so excited.
Definitely. worth
So, anyhow, we're at the end of the show. Want to remind everybody, if you've enjoyed the show and you're a new watcher, please follow the station here at TMC. There are lots of streamers here. You can see the full schedule right below us, which is great. We have .com coming up next with Late Night Fights. So shoot us a follow if you have the opportunity to. If you like the show and you like the channel, subscribe. We'd love to have subscriptions. Always like more subscriptions. And if you want to donate, please donate to Gommel down below in the big purple box, because we're not taking any for our shows until he comes back from TwitchCon.
Yeah.
All right. Any last
Next
words,
Saturday.
guys? Okay.
Gommel, if you meet
I love
Jessica Negri, give me her autograph.
I will try and do that.
Okay, she's hot. And it'd be awesome.
Oh god, this is gonna be so bad.
He's gonna hang. Oh my god, it's gonna be terrible.
I'm gonna get in so much
You're
trouble.
really not allowed to talk about that stuff. You know, his wife can watch this video. Come on.
That's fine.
She's going.
Well,
that's
get
not
her to
fine.
give me her autograph.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that would have to be more accurate, but
That'd
yeah.
be okay. I'm okay with this.
I want lots of cool pictures on your
Yep,
on your
that too.
Twitter feed. You and Pork Butt and Mittens and Skeptic. That'd be cool to see. So
Oh, for
Get
sure.
Mittens' hair. We'll auction it off for charity.
I hope you have a lot of fun. And that's that's about it for us tonight. We're gonna send you off to .com and whatever he's doing tonight, but he's fighting somebody.
I hope he fighting someone.
He's
definitely.
fighting Scots and other Scots.
Ah,